different, okay? This here says formula bar, and we'll get into that as we start working. And here's some things now. Again, see this box right here?
A1.
Yeah, where it says A1. This is called the name box, okay? And what that means is that gives you your location, exactly where you are, okay? So therefore, A1, remember what's a spreadsheet about? Columns and rows. And your columns are what?
Row 1.
Letters, right?
Yep.
And
rows are numbers.
the rows have numbers. So when location for Excel will show you when you're in an individual cell, see how it puts that border around the cell right there?
Yes.
So it's saying, it tells you right here, you are in
Number one.
column A, row 1. Okay? All right?
So it goes all the way up to Z.
I'm sorry?
So
Columns go all the way up to Z.
you can make
Then
them
go
go.
further.
Oh, it'll go further than that. I'll show you. Right now I'm in an
It'll say
illustration.
zero.
Because
Yeah.
if you go
Okay.
to the start to the what's that other, is that a numeric or something?
Okay, so basically this is
Infinity.
okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, so let's just go a little bit here. Now we'll move to the right. Okay, again, each cell is defined by its column letter and row number, and you can quickly always look in the name box and to get exactly before, or of course right here. Okay, anything you type will be, right in here will go in this location, and the active cell, okay, will always have this thick black border. That means that's where you are right now.
President,
Okay?
question.
Mm-hmm.
That active cell with the dark black border, is that actually navigating itself across the entire spreadsheet and it says exactly what box A1 says? Or is that B4?
That is where you tell me.
I see it as B4, but it's
That's
the
right.
reason that it's highlighted is because,
Anything you type will be put in here.
no, that's the person that you're working on. That's the location that you're working in.
Yes.
See this little box on the corner here?
Yes.
Is that only to make that cell
Oh,
larger?
That's
Only-
later. Later. That's not now, right now. Okay, that's something I will show
Would you
you.
use that to drag it?
Sort of.
Later.
Okay. So right now, again, okay, now, but originally I heard you say, does this naturally move? I thought I heard you in the very beginning saying something like that.
Yeah,
And the answer
because
is
you
no.
said that's always the name box.
This is the name box right here. This is the name box, which tells you the cell reference. Cell reference means what's the column letter, what's the row number.
Name box is where you are specifically.
Name box tells you where you are specifically.
Name box.
Tells you where you are. Where you are specifically is this black border right here. Okay? Everybody following so far?
Where you are.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and at the very bottom here, now guys, this is important too. If you notice, what does this say? Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3.
You know, she.
These are multiple sheets. These are or tabs. Sheets and or tabs. Okay? Each begins with the same, layout, meaning that regardless of what sheet you go to, you just click on the tab and it'll take you to sheet 2. It will always start out looking, especially if it's new, it'll just look like the normal spreadsheet.
When you did all that moving, why didn't B4 change to be whatever number you were on?
Because of the fact that these are pictures. I'm not in Excel. I am in Publisher. And this is a presentation. These are slides. So these are pictures. Okay? So if you see here, this says sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So when you have a new document, okay, you click on sheet 2, okay, until you put something in there, it's not going to look any different. It's just going to be the blank, like this. Okay? And again, you'll see that once I bring up Excel. Okay? Okay. All right. Now, the way you move around in Excel is, you could use your arrow keys here at the bottom. Okay? Or you can just go to a location and you can just click in that cell. Okay? And it'll take you there. All right? Notice that you still can utilize the 6-pack right here on your keyboard where it has delete, home, end, page up, page down, so you can still certainly use that as well. Okay.
Because you were working on B4, then when you do arrow or a formula to move it to another box,
Yeah,
because you are designatedly working on B4, that's the only thing that'll move.
right. Now, look at this spreadsheet. What cell am I actively in?
C4.
Correct.
Now make C4 move.
I can't. This is a picture. I'm not in Excel.
You cheat. Oh man, I'm trying to follow. I'm trying to
You're
follow.
ahead of where she
The
at.
picture don't move.
I'll show you, okay? So again, this is just showing you this. Here's the name box and cell references. Okay, column C, row 4. And here you can see the black border is there, all right? Okay, now this is showing you. Now again, guys, get this down. If you get this down pat here, okay, this will make it a lot easier when you're navigating within the worksheet. Columns. Columns are vertical.
Up and down.
Up and down. Okay? Rows, that is correct. Okay? So just you'll see as you start to work in Excel how important that's going to be.
Rows are horizontal.
Right. Columns are vertical. Okay, now as you can see right here, you see these worksheet tabs? Now notice here, they're not saying worksheet 1 or tab 1 or 2. Actually, this one has many different tabs, and people have already created a number of worksheets within each one of these. And so you will be shown also how to rename those tabs. As you can see, it says basics.
Isn't that the worksheet?
Yeah, it is a worksheet, but these here are called tabs. Okay, to get to it, it's just like you have a book here. Okay,
I see.
and if I wanted to break this down, I would put tabs. Okay, if I need to go to a certain section, I'm going to go to just that tab.
When you locate the tab, you go into sheet 1, 2, and 3.
To locate them, I mean, that's the area you would certainly click on.
Okay.
Whether it's you're creating something or whether you're just doing some editing to, It's based on, as you can see, you can't see all of these tabs, what's in each one of these. But, if you click right now, the one you're in is basics. Okay? Then you can see navigating, data, sorting, and this is alignment and formatting. So in order to get to that particular tab, you have to click on it. Now, of course, again, this is a picture, so it's not going to, you're going to see it. But this workbook has many different tabs with a lot of information from tab to tab, which is one of the great things, because you could have a lot of information about one topic, okay, in one workbook. Okay? All right. Again,
Now let me, just for clarification, a
Sure.
workbook is a collection of spreadsheets.
yeah. Different, you could have more than one
Different
spreadsheet.
spreadsheets.
Right, like this. All these different tabs, all this different information. Okay? Yeah, the actual document you work on within Excel is the spreadsheet. Okay? Altogether, it's called a workbook, especially when you have all these different tabs, okay?
So you can do a presentation with a workbook.
You might have to.
You can do a presentation.
Like you're at the corporate office, the
Yeah.
commercials on TV, you go
Right.
to the board meeting, they hand out packages, and they want you to visually understand where they are in their talk. So each
Absolutely.
one has a copy, so you have the pages of the spreadsheet
Sure,
changes.
you can.
That's the kind of presentation that I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, you can, certainly. Sure.
You're doing it right
So
now.
you can do the ABCs of what I'm talking about instead of you sitting there sleeping in the board meeting.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you have the book
Sure. Absolutely.
and it's self-explanatory.
Right. Okay. So right here, if you notice, I have the name